watching.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of King of the Hill. We're here with a very special Girls That PvP edition with, looks like 6 amazing battlers. I'm here with OOK Haha, aka Casey. Who's going to be shoutcasting with me. And I'm really excited to do another one of these. This will be our 4th episode of King of the Hill. The first 3 were pretty amazing battles, so I'm hoping this one will be just as good. Say hi, Casey.
Hi.
So,
What's up?
So Casey, what do you think about these battlers? What are you looking for, and what do you think's gonna happen tonight?
I think there's going to be a lot of recting happening naturally, especially with my wife. She shows no mercy. Why would she? But honestly, I fought most of these girls that are going to be fighting tonight, and they're all very impressive. And like, these are going to be good fights. I'm very excited for these.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna get a lot of beaming, hopefully.
Yes, they're better.
I'm half expecting Heather just to bring an all beam team. All beam every game. Just constant beams.
Obviously. She would be thrilled to have high expectations of her performance tonight, though. Definitely keep those expectations up.
Okay. Yep. All right. We're gonna start the first battle. It'll be Silva SLB against Binary C Danvers. So we're going to be seeing Silva's screen, and she's going to be sending to Danvers, and we're getting that started just about now. So you can see there, that's actually a pretty good recommended team. It looks like it's her toxic team. Did the screen go away? Yeah, it looks like the screen went away. King's All right, yep, we're good. Hey, what up, Matt? Matt showing up in the chat.
Is there any way to get the screen bigger sharing it with us, or no? So I can fight better. It's a little bit better.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'll just narrate what's going on. All right, so it looks like Silva's starting with Deoxys, Registeel, and Azumarill. So a pretty meta line to begin with. And looks like that's what she's going to lock in. It's pretty standard BBML line right there. You got a good core to work with, and let's see what Danvers locked in. And the thing is, Silva locking in those 3 really meta Pokemon, if she wins and can't use those again, she'll be a little bit limited in the next couple rounds. So I'm curious to see what she'll bring if she wins this game.
Yikes.
Danvers is currently locking in. These first few games are always a little bit interesting because you see different strategies in the beginning than you do towards the middle and the end when you're just playing for that one game. Anyway, we're starting here with a Deoxys into an Empoleon, which is a big win for Deoxys, dealing those super effective counters. Looks like this Deoxys is running Psycho Boost and Rock Slide, so no Thunderbolt, which is good for the Empoleon. It's going to go straight for the Rock Slide, dealing not very effective damage, but that's okay because the counter's doing so much. And she draws the shield, which is big. Then the Empoleon's going to get out of there and go into a Charizard, which is not a better situation really, because those Rock Slides are still going to absolutely destroy the Charizard, but she's going for a bait with the Psycho Boost. And no shield. That was a very risky no shield. That could have very easily been a Rock Slide. And now here comes the Azumarill to farm this Charizard down. This is not a good place for Danvers to be in. Charizard's going to overheat and take that no problems. It actually did chunk more than I thought it would. Then the Charizard comes down, and I'm expecting the Empoleon back. Oh no, Vileplume with that Razor Leaf, but Ice Beam's still going to hurt. So we're going to see if we get the second shield, and we do. So both shields are now gone on Danvers' side, and let's hope that it can Razor Leaf down before the next Ice Beam, and she does. And now, honestly, if Reggie comes out, this is going to be GG's, because there's nothing that this Vileplume or the Empoleon in the back can do against the Reggie with no shields. But no, okay, Deoxys comes back out. Interesting. I guess she's gonna go for the super effective super effective, and then she's gonna go back into the Reggie right after, which makes sense, I guess. Psycho Boost, hit super effective, almost KOs, and then the Empoleon comes back out. At this point, there's no reason to shield it, just let it go and sweep in the back with your Reggie, and that's looks like what she's gonna do. Then Reggie comes back out, and that'll be GG's. So it's interesting seeing the different strategies. Danvers used a very spicy line, an Empoleon, a Vileplume, and a Charizard against a very meta line. Probably the 5 or 6 most best Pokemon in the game. So it was an interesting strat. It doesn't look like it's going to pay off, but now we're going to have to see Danvers spice it up a little. We're gonna have to see the Kieng spice it up a little bit more for the next couple of games. So we'll see what she comes up with. What do you think of that game, Casey?
Well, I just got the screen fixed, so now I can see a lot better.
Okay. So Casey
I'm
enjoyed
sure
it.
it was great.
It was wonderful. Casey really enjoyed it.
I'll enjoy the next one much more.
And it's
sorry.
Interesting. We already have a point on the board. If people who watched yesterday's stream can attest to the fact that we saw no points for the first almost hour of the stream. So it's a slightly different situation, but let's see if Silva can rack up some points here, or if she's going to be dethroned quickly. Because with such a strong
Typhlosion lead, it could be a beam.
It's probably going to be a beam. It better be.
I mean, if we play our cards right.
And Typhlosion Swampert. So let's see if she goes all starters. Come on, there's a Meganium right there. You know you want to. Let's see. Ooh, that Kangaskhan looks good too. That's spicy right there. Yeah, right. There's a lot of Pokemon on this team. So she probably have a lot to choose from if she ends up going pretty deep. I want to see that Salamence get out there. Salamence is a beam, doesn't it?
Are you? All right. I don't know if I can co-sign a Salamence, but
a Venusaur. Okay, we're seeing an all-starter team. Are we gonna lock this in? Are we going to lock this in? Unfortunately, I don't think this Venusaur is going to have a beam, but that's fine.
It's probably for the best, to be honest.
For the best.
No, I don't want to say that out loud.
What up, X Factor? How's it going, man? Okay. All right, we're waiting for Heather to pick her team.
I'm not talking.
Probably concentrating really hard out there.
Did you get the challenge? I'm sure. Yeah, she just got it.
All right, and Casey, make sure Heather can't hear us when we're shoutcasting, so tell her to go to another room.
Yeah, you need to get out of here.
We don't want to have any stream sniping over here, Heather. Come on.
A Silva SLB.
Heather's secret strat was to have one of the shoutcasters go to her house, so that's what she's gonna do. So, if you see any shenanigans, just know that's what's up.
She did sound scared before she left. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she's very scared. She knows she's facing the king right now. You gotta concentrate, gotta focus. For all those watching at home, I have some water right here, and then a second cup of also water.
All right.
So it's important to stay hydrated. So you need 2 cups of water.
Weird flex, but okay.
One of them's not water.
I had a cookie before this. It felt right.
All right. At some point this hour, Heather will lock in her team. And then we'll get started. Eventually, we'll get started. It might be tomorrow, but it'll happen.
I mean, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but yeah, she probably will. She can do this.
There we go. All right. It better be a good team considering how long it took. To be honest.
I mean,
Galvantula, this is
this is not surprising at all coming from my wife because she is on this massive Spooter obsession kick, and it's like all she uses. So, not surprised to see it as her lead.
The thing is, this is not as bad of a matchup as you'd think because Galvantula wins the race to the charge move, and Typhlosion's so glassy that it can't take a discharge. So
and it can't beam
right.
Spooter.
And so Galvangelo just really needs to match shield, and it'll win this matchup. I'm surprised the Typhlosion is actually staying in there because it's not going to win this. I'd probably just either let it go now or shield and get out of there.
Yeah, I would. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna use both
Totally
shields.
committing. So I'd hit the blast burn now and then get out of there. You can't farm
Yeah,
it. You're gonna okay. Now you're gonna hit the blast burn and then just probably dip.
I don't know if
And
he's trying to win. Okay, yeah,
there you go. All right, now get out of there.
Nice.
Oh, just
Oh,
wait. It's fine.
okay. Thought she got the switch, but no.
Yeah, me too. Now it's gonna be a
Oh,
bug buzz, and it'll hurt. It's only gonna be neutral, but it'll still hurt.
yep, it's a bug.
Oh,
Man.
yeah, this
Wow.
spider.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Venusaur almost needs to just farm down, which it does. But still, it's not in a great place right now. And if Heather brought a flyer, this is GG's. Let's see what's coming up next. They just go straight. Oh man, straight. Was that really her best option? Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Couple Mud Boys.
What?
Oh,
She wants to get
okay.
the beams out.
All right, this is a shot, I guess. No, this is a Porygon. Oh yeah. No, yeah. She has Swampert in the back, right?
Wow.
Get it out of there, and then just take the Solar Beam on the Swampert, and then come back and
she's gonna get the beam up. Let's go.
Round 2 beam. Wow, that is just going to destroy the Swampert, but I'm pretty sure Venusaur has this in the back.
Oh, yeah. It was still worth it.
Very impressive switch out of there, recognizing that she had to just stack the Swampert, and then Venusaur could finish it off. So, very good 2-0 start from Silva, winning the first 2 games.
I mean,
and
now we're going to see as a loss for her if she beamed.
Well, it'll count as an emotional win.
Okay.
Somebody go back and clip that beam as the first beam of the night. We've got to keep track of how many beams we get tonight. So far we're at 1 beam. Let's see if we can get double-digit beams. We just started here, so we'll get more. All right. So it looks like it'll be Silva against Mystic Sparkle, as Mystic Sparkle will try and end the reign of our current king. Let's see. Okay, so now it's going to get tougher for Silva because she can't use the top 6-foot one that she already used, and so now we're going to see. Yeah, no, she's got a pretty deep line, but we're going to start seeing some more interesting things like we got King Probopass, and I want to see that Munchlax get in there.
I know. I was looking at the Munchlax too.
The Munchlax. I love Munchlax.
That looks like a little pipsqueak I wouldn't want to fight.
Don't worry, Tim. We'll keep track of the beams. Tim's asking in chat for a beam counter, King. I can keep track of that.
That does sound 100% necessary.
All right. So it looks like Silva's locked in. She locked in with the Kingdra, the Probo, and I actually didn't see her third Pokemon. So it'll be a surprise for all of us. All right, we got a beam counter going on. Tim, good idea. Queen Toshi. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. I try to be a queen whenever I can. All right, here we go. We're getting started. It's going to be Kingdra into Dragonair. Oh, we know this line really well from what was it? Timeless. There you go. Not Timeless. Dragonair wins this if it doesn't throw a move, unless there's a debuff with the Octazooka, or throwing a move anyway.
Shield of the Aqua Tail.
Yep. And it looks like it's going to go for the Octazooka. And I'd imagine we get a shield here because the Dragonair wants to win switch, and we do. And oh no, it got the debuff. Wow, that was a big. So now we're going to see what she's bringing in to counter that Kingdra. She's got to beat it before it gets to the Akazuka, and she does. So now this Muck has a lot of energy, and Muck with energy is deadly. So I don't expect the Probo to come in here because the Charger cannot take a Dark Pulse. Right. Probo can. So we're going to see the Probo just come and eat this energy, eat the Dark Pulse, and then we'll see if the Muck stays in there or gets out. Muck can handle this. No problem. I can take a Rock Slide. And then it'll probably double Dark Pulse. Oh, we see a shield. Okay, interesting.
Shields are down on that end now.
Yep. And the next Rock Slide will probably KO after all the sparks. So you gotta get. They can probably get 3 Dark Pulses off before then, though. Oh, switch out to. Oh, Whiscash.
Okay, that's not what you want to see.
That's fine. Charizard is fine against Whiscash.
Okay, of course.
Whiscash needs to land a Blizzard, and even then it doesn't KO. And Mud Bomb does very little. So let's see if it tries to bait. Oh yes, good call. Very good call on the bait. And this Blast Burn is going to hurt. Blast Burn hurts basically everything. So this is going to really hurt. Yeah, and so now we're getting to see Whiscash almost get into Dragon Claw range, and it really needs to land a Blizzard. Let's see what this is going to be.
Is she gonna shield? Yeah, I would shield it.
Gotta shield it. Oh, next time she doesn't call it. And will she? Will this won't KO? It'll be close.
That's okay. Yeah.
Let's see how close the Whiscash is to the Blizzard. Because at this point a Blizzard will KO, but she probably only has 2 fast moves to get there. Oh, okay. I'd imagine
that's
this
good,
is the Blizzard.
Probopass can come in.
It's got to be a Blizzard.
Yeah. Probopass can come in.
Yep.
Get that extra fast move off to build some energy.
Exactly. Yep. And now it's got a charge move ready for Muck, and that'll probably be GG's. This might not KO, but if it doesn't, it'll be extremely close.
Yeah, it'll be.
And I don't think the Muck has 2. Oh, actually, never mind. It wasn't that close. So now the Muck needs to get off. Actually, 1 Dark Pulse might do it.
This is so close.
This Muck has a lot of energy. I wouldn't be surprised if it has 2 Dark Pulse. Oh.
Sludge Wave. What are?
Why? Why would you do that? No.
Ugh, that was not the right.
Oh man.
Dark Pulse might have won it, but
with resisted Sludge Wave, it just you definitely want to double Dark Pulse at that range. GG's. I don't think 1 Dark Pulse would have KO'd, so she would have had to get to a second one, but she probably would have. It would have been close. So GG's, and now Silva has a 3-0 lead.
What a bummer. It might have been a misclick.
Yeah, it might have been a misclick. Or just forgetting that Steel resists opponent.
They are.
So Silva is killing it right now with a 3-0 lead, 3 wins in a row to start the stream. And we are going to see her take on Omichi. Is that how you pronounce that? Omichi? Probably.
I think so.
All right, well, let's go with Omichi. And let's see. Now Silva's done with 9 Pokemon, so she's going to have to dig a little deep here. But like King's been saying, she's got a really deep lineup. A lot of
bringing in Charmer.
Oh, Wigglytuff in the lead. Nice. Wigglytuff, then she's hovering over that Altaria. Still hasn't used an Altaria yet. It's a shiny too. I'm waiting for the Munchie too, man. I really want to see a Munchie. Munch is one of my favorite Pokemon in the meta, and can't wait until we see it. We saw Munchlax like 2 streams ago, I think. All right, so we're seeing Wiggly, Sableye, and Skarmory.
Okay.
So that looks like a pretty good team, to be honest.
Yeah.
It looks like it could struggle against Steel. Oh no, we're switching to Altaria. So this looks like it could really struggle against a tank team with Double Flyer in the back.
Yeah.
She gonna lock in Double Flyer? This is risky. Yep, locked in. All right.
Very risky.
Very risky. The last time we saw a Double Flyer team, it went into a Bastiodon lead. So hopefully this is better off.
Okay. Oh no!
Right, so she just needs to get rid of the lantern here and get rid of it now because although it's Water Gun Lantern, so Altaria actually beats Water Gun Lantern. So as long as she keeps it away from the Skarmory, it'll be okay. And Sableye can just chunk it away. It'll get to probably 3 foul plays in the 1 shield, and Sableye can't take that. So don't forget that. Why are you supposed to?
Okay. I guess Altaria is okay.
That was a winning matchup.
Yeah.
But I guess she's gonna. I wonder why. She stayed in for a while.
Right.
Yeah, that's a long time to stay in, and she's gonna waste a lot of energy because she can't be at 2, but she'd probably get close to 100 energy. So I'd imagine that was like 30 to 40 wasted energy in the back there. And we're going to see what comes out to deal with this Altaria. Remember, Sableye has a lot of energy in the back.
It's a dazzling gleam Altaria too, which I think is
Wow.
interesting.
All right. Kind of a interesting.
Yep,
Yeah,
definitely
better
better
for
for
Umbreon.
Altaria.
And now we're seeing this Altaria just chunk away at this Noctowl, which is the benefit of just farming down the Lantern, which is a good play. If you can beat a Lantern without using a charge move, you want to, because the side attack's going to be better against the next Pokemon probably than they would against the resisted Lantern. Let's see if she tries to save this or just let it go. She's gonna let it go.
Yeah, she could bring in Skarm and just farm it down.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to want to bring in Sableye because it's double resisted with the Shadow Claws. So you're going to want to bring in Skarm, and looks like we're frozen here.
Yeah. Nice picture to be frozen on, though.
Right? The Altaria is just suffering right now.
Altaria.
Well, we're just going to assume that she came back in with. Oh. All right. So I wonder. I assume the game's not frozen, just the screen. So we're just going to have to assume what happened. I assume the Skarmory came in, farmed down the Noctowl, and
Besides Sableye with some
all right.
life left.
So looks like the connection died. So.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get it back in a minute. So I'd imagine I'd be really surprised if Silva lost that. Yeah, the Noctowl Sky attack was so strong it just wrecked the Altaria and the stream. So that is a powerful Noctowl right there. Might not actually win the match, but definitely broke the stream. So it looks like it is stream. It's Skytech 1, stream 0. We don't know who won the actual game, but all right, Silva won. So that's 4. We're getting the note that Silva won. So that's 4-0 Silva, building a pretty gigantic lead right now.
Silva needs to be nerfed, it sounds like.
So eventually, we're assuming Silva will eventually probably lose at some point, but it hasn't yet.
My wife might not be so merciful next time.
Yeah, it's a very impressive run. She's now won 4 games in a row, and the way these kind of tournaments work, if you've seen some of our other ones, it's really hard to get points once you become king. So a 4-0 lead might be hard to come up with, to catch up to. We remember yesterday the winner had 2 points at the end of the entire game. So 4-0 is a pretty big lead. The sense of urgency from the other 5 battlers is going to have to be pretty high to make up this ground. But we got Sarah Elise here, and she is a very good battler. So let's see if she can, extremely good battler. Let's see if she can just stop this in its tracks. All right, so now we got Silva back, and let's see what she's going to go with. Man, she's been loving her flyers today. We're getting a Lugia lead with a Wigglytuff. We're finally going to see that Charmer. And what else? Man, she does have a very deep line. Although a lot of these things I think they should probably get rid of. Like, I don't think she's going to be using that Weezing very often, or that Sharpedo, or those 2 Rhyhorns. I know from experience battling King that those will mess up your auto rec teams. Then you'll get 5 different Water Gun Laprases and you'll lose a lot. Yeah, this is a very interesting line. Lugia, Whiscash, and Bastiodon. All right, let's see how this works out for her. Whiscash and Bastiodon complement each other very well because Bastiodon can usually stop most of the grass Pokemon in their tracks. A Venusaur in the back will give them issues though. Venusaur can beat both Bastiodon and obviously Whiscash. All right, so the chat is hyping up Sarah. They want to get a new king here for the first time all day. Let's see if she's up for the task. All right, we're getting started. Lugia against Mantine.
Oh, Mantine.
This is a fairly neutral matchup. Lugia does take super. Oh, it's single move Lugia. Okay, well, at least at least it has the move you want. Although it can get into some issues if she faces a fire or ground Pokemon. The Hydro Pump will do damage. She might have just gone with a single move after seeing how little Hydro Pump did last night. Didn't wanna risk it. This will probably be Bubble Beam. Yeah. So very good no shield. And just gonna try and go for another Sky Attack. Oh, she's gonna get out of there. Oh, got out of there. Okay.
But if it's a bubble beam, that's
Now this Bastion is a sitting duck right now.
nice.
If Sarah has any counter at all, any rock, any fighter, any ground Pokemon, it doesn't look like she does though because she's staying in this matchup. There's no reason to stay in this matchup unless you have nothing in the back for this Bastion. All right, hits the bubble beam and then hopefully gets out of there.
Oh.
And if you notice,
everyone loves a Bastion mirror match.
If you notice, Silva's Bastion is also single moved. So
Oh.
it's the
Yeah,
right move
at
for
least
this
it's flamethrower.
Sure. So this is the two single move Pokemon. This is interesting. All right. So I wonder if all three. I wonder if she's doing a single moved kind of trio here. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, her switch clock is up. She got to get the Bastion out of there because it's debuffed right now, and a debuffed Bastion is not going to do very much in the mirror. So now, luckily, Silva has a Whiscash, which is going to just wreck the Bastion. So unless Sarah's switch clock will be up soon, this is going to be GG's. And unfortunately, she stayed in with the Mantine a little bit too long, so her switch clock's probably 30 seconds behind, which is going to hurt if the Whiscash can get to another move. Looks like
Everything's going to be resisted from Bastion right now. So
oh yeah, no, there's no.
It's this switch clock. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. She
There
got
you
out. Not a great matchup though.
This is not any better.
No.
Whiscash can now sweep this in the back because Skunk Tank has no play, neither does Bastiodon, and the Mantine is basically dead.
Yeah.
And with two shields, this is GG. Man, Silva came into this with two single move Pokemon and is still going to get her fifth win in a row. This is some dominance right here. She's getting good matchups. Honestly, I think she's winning because of good team comps. You know, she protected the Pokemon that she needed to, and she had a little bit of luck with the two Pokemon in the back being weak to Whiscash, but it was still a very good composition for her teams. So it's paying off right now, and there's no play here. The Mantine's gonna come back in, almost dead. Luckily for the Mantine, oh,
She switched, huh?
all right.
It probably would have another bubble beam on the Whiscash if she hadn't switched, though.
Yeah. Although it doesn't really, Whiscash doesn't really mind that much, that much. But I guess she's going to try and. We still haven't seen another. Oh no, it's the Lugia, right? So this Bastiodon's just going to flamethrower down, and then just land a mud bomb, and that'll be GG's. She still has a shield, and it doesn't really matter. Bastiodon can't hit this Whiscash with anything. Both of its charge moves will do less than half of what.
She's not going to shield. She's going to flex with that shield up.
I would have fucked with the shield. I would have just left.
I know you would have.
Yeah. Don't shield. There's no reason.
For a second.
You always want to win with the shield if you can.
Of course.
All right, chat. Let's get some hype for Silva in the chat. 5-0 to start this off. And we are now getting back to the beginning. So we've got an entire round of the same king, and now Danvers will have her second opportunity to beat the king. And let's see how that goes. So far, we've only seen one beam, though, guys. Come on, we need to see more beams in this. We can't. Real talk. So, King, it's so interesting to see the different patterns that emerge. Like 2 tournaments ago, we saw 3 different people go on 6-0 runs, and yesterday we saw no one win more than 2 games in a row. And then today again, we're seeing another sweep through the line. So it's really interesting to see the disparity between day and day out. Yep, exactly. Yep. So we're now back at the beginning. Yep.
I see a Cresselia in her Pokemon storage, and I know Arrow would be very proud to see that come into play.
Yeah, I mean, Arrow kept me waiting like yesterday. I said at the very beginning of the stream that Arrow was going to get those Cresselias out early, and he didn't use it until his last round. He did use it, but not until the last round, and he never used the fur rip, so I was very disappointed in him.
It was probably because he would be too predictable, maybe.
He
But
used the Galvantula and the Cresselia, but no fur rip. So next time I'll have to get the fur out. All right, Meganium. Did I see a low battery notification on that screen? Yeah, I think I did. All right, cool. All right, so now we're seeing
she
Meganium,
needs
Lucario.
something to block her from flyers if she's gonna run Meganium and Lucario.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Very good point. Yeah, if there's a Skarmory here, this is gonna be an issue. Let's hope there's a Skarmory. I think all three of these Pokemon lose the head-to-head to a Skarmory. So let's see what happens. She probably picked Clefable for the positive matchup against Altaria, but that's just one of the flyers.
Right.
Yeah, FP in the chat is agreeing with me. Skarmory would just wreck this entire team. So let's hope there's no Skarmory. Oh, Ninetales. Okay, this is a fine matchup for Meganium. Meganium is so tanky that it can tank these charms, and it'll get to 2 frenzies in the one shield. And Frenzy Plant is going to wreck Ninetales. So let's see if we see a shield come up here, and if not, it'll really hurt. Okay, so we do see a shield, and now Meganium can pretty comfortably shield either the Side Shock or the Ice Beam, and then hit another Frenzy Plant. Ninetales will have to double shield to win this matchup, and then I can just charm down. But that's honestly probably the way I do it. I would just double shield, charm down, and then throw an Ice Beam or whatever on whatever comes out. Because this Frenzy Plant will almost KO if it's not shielded.
Oh.
Not shielded. Interesting.
And we got a switch.
Wow.
Okay.
Now she gives up switch advantage. I don't know if I like that because
no, I wouldn't. Oh
no,
yeah, that's not working out well.
Yeah. That is why you don't give up shield advantage. Switch advantage. This Ivysaur is just chunking. This will probably.
And both charge moves are resisted, I believe. So.
Yep. Yeah. This. I mean,
it can't really do anything to Ivysaur.
You want to go for the Meteor Mash. It's such a good move.
Oh, no,
no chunk, but this is not a good situation to be in. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like Silva has anything for this Ivysaur. There's no. The Lucario is also not going to do very much. Lucario does resist every move on the Ivysaur, but it's so glassy that the power ups are still going to really hurt.
If she hadn't been locked in on a switch, she could have maybe caught a Sludge Bomb with Lucario. That would have been good.
Yeah, good point. All right, so let's see if the Lucario. What's it? It's running double fighting.
What is it?
Wow, what move is this? All right, she's going to go straight for the power up punch, not even worry about the charging up to the close combat, and there's no reason to shield here. So, okay, no shield left. Then why did she power up?
There is no reason to shield here. Don't have a shield.
Wow, that was a crazy switch.
Yeah, that was. Although the power up punch now.
Oh, power up. All right, now she's going to come back in with the Lucario, just farm down, and she'll have a close combat for whatever comes out next. If this Pokemon is weak to fighting, this will. Oh. Yep, it's over.
Oh.
A Shadow Ball would be good right about now. She might have gotten to it. She would have gotten to 2, though. So, yeah, that's GG's. So we're going to... Oh, wow. Oh, damn. So we're now going to see a new king for the first time all game. So now we have Danvers as king, and she's going to try... Or queen, I guess. So she's going to try and get a couple points on the board and catch up to Silva. So we mentioned earlier, Casey, that team was very weak to flying, and we noticed at the end there that there was nothing for that Altaria in the back.
I kind of wonder if she had. Oh, there's a stunfish, fisk, whatever they're catching.
Oh, damn!
Let's go.
Good one. So catch that.
Stunfish Kype. Let's go. It's too hyper Great League though, so not too much. Stay calm.
It seems okay. I've seen worse. It seems like it looks okay. Do we know what Heather's screen looks like? Do you have it up? Um,
I think she's trying to get the friend code right now to add her because I think
for
she
the chat, doing it in the chat,
doesn't sound like my wife, but maybe.
or Danvers to see who has the most lag. So we'll see. We're just trying to get the cleanest stream up there, and then we'll get the battle started in a second. It looks like they've already sent the battle, and we're just trying to figure out what stream we're gonna watch it on. So I'll make sure to let you guys know what perspective we're looking from once we get it. So yeah, right now we finally have a new king, but Danvers got no points from that because you don't get any points as a challenger. So she really needs to go on a run right now to try and chip into that 5-0 lead on Silva's end. I just want to say congratulations to Silva on 5 wins in a row. Huge congrats. That might be an insurmountable lead. We'll have to see if anyone can catch up. We do 3 rounds here, so there's still 2 more runs through the entire line that will be able to people will have a chance to catch up. So let's see if they can. King, have we decided who stream we're going to be looking at?
Yes.
All right. So they're adding. I guess it's time for another glass of water.
Of course.
All right, water is refilled, and we're ready for some more epic battles. I'm very curious if we end up seeing Heather's stream. I'm very curious to see where she puts her beamer in the line. I think at this point we know what Pokemon have the beams. We just want to see where they're going to line up.
Listen, if she wants to win bad enough, she might not bring a beamer this time.
Wow, not bring a beamer. Somebody clip that.
No. In the doghouse tonight, thanks to
Oh, thanks, Tosh. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone else enjoys the commentary. We're having a lot of fun over here, and we're just looking forward to the next battle. And I know Ben, you're in the chat. I know Matt's in the chat. Can somebody clip when Casey just said that Heather might not want to beam? That needs to be on Twitter like yesterday.
Said if she wants to win badly enough, because
I thought there was nothing more important than beaming. So
once in a while, she's
and figure out what's what.
competitive. It happens.
All right, I don't know. I'm losing my worldview right now.
Listen, I'm trying to think in that last matchup if she had not switched out of if she hadn't gotten.
If she hadn't gone for the beam, she might have won, to be honest.
But also, yeah.
Oh,
I'm talking about the last one that we just watched. The one we just watched. I'm like trying to think because like she had a Clefable for the Altaria. She had a Meganium for what was the lead?
Oh,
that's right. Yeah. Like okay, so she had Alolan Ninetales as the lead with Meganium. She could have won that matchup.
Right.
And she probably could have won Lucario versus, even though poison resists fighting.
Yeah, I don't know. King will and Matt probably knows what. I think Ivysaur wins the one shield against all 3 of her Pokemon. I think she didn't have a answer to Ivysaur. Now I think her situation would have been. I agree with you, Casey. Do not switch out and then just hope the Lucario could chip the Ivysaur down enough that the Clefable could finish it off. Because then the Clefable had a pretty clear path in the back to beat the Altaria. So that was the play. Knowing that you needed a Clefable for the Altaria, I wouldn't have used it right away. But
can you open?
So now we are seeing a theme here of Heather just taking 20 years to get. This is the second time in a row now that Heather's making it through. And that's not for everybody else because you have to listen to me talk, and that's no fun.
She's playing hard to get. It's her thing. So
eventually we get the battle started, guys. Heather's over there probably running Sims or something, trying to figure out her best beamer. A whole lot of shenanigans. I'm not liking this system at all. A lot of shenanigans going on over here.
All right, you opened the gift, right? Okay. So they should be good for the battle invite now.
All right. So King, whose stream are we gonna be looking at? If we're gonna be watching Danvers' screen, Heather needs to get out again. If we're watching Heather's screen, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So Shindigs, exactly. The chat's got some good points going on here. All right, so it looks like we're going to be watching Danvers' screen.
Okay.
I was up right now.
So then you need to get out, Wife. I'm sorry.
So Heather needs to skedaddle. Skedaddle, indeed.
Get going, girl.
Girl, indeed. I pulled that off.
Definitely.
All right. So now let's see what Danvers sends. This is the first game we're seeing somebody other than Silva on screen, so we'll get a new perspective for this battle. Looks like we're going to see a Steelix, which is always a very good open freestyle Pokemon. And what up, Martha? Martha, I'm sipping already. See, look, sipping. Calm down. Sweetums, what's going on, man? How's it going? All right.
All right. Do you think my Wife is going to bring a beamer or no?
I hope so. I think the entire chat wants her to bring a beamer. So.
I don't want her to let anyone down, but
you also want her to win, so.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a slippery slope. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough balance between beams and wins.
Right.
I think her just throw away win conditions just to get beams. Like she had the game won and then beamed a Bastiodon or something and then lost. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's the right move, though.
I think so.
You still want to finish with dignity, you know?
Yeah, right. All right. So we got Empoleon into Toxicroak. This is not a good situation.
Not good for.
No, the Toxicroak is going to Solar Beam in this matchup. Say it better anyway. And there's no answer to this. See, in that situation, you really needed to stay in as the Empoleon because right now you're getting rid of your only hard counter to fighting. So Toxicroak can just Sludge Bomb here, then get out, and it'll have a free reign in the back. I'd be very surprised if the Toxicroak stayed in here. It's probably going to get out right now. Yeah, there it goes, and we're seeing us.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Good. So she must not have a hard counter for Charizard in the back because this is not a great answer. I imagine we'll see a shield. There you go. And now this Charizard is buffed, which is very nice.
Wow.
Full overheat. Is she gonna get a second shield? If she does, this Charizard's gonna be dead in the water. It'll be 4 times debuffed, and yes, she gets. But now she gets both shields, which is very nice. Just let the Charizard go at this point. You're done. And then you have that Empoleon in the back, which will hard counter Skarmory. And with both shields gone, Steelix. Okay.
Oh.
This is a very reasonable matchup for Steelix. It's a neutral matchup, but very good switch. She ate. Okay. There's no reason to shield there. Empoleon double resist slash cannon, so there wasn't really a reason to shield there. But it's okay because now this Hydro Cannon will KO the Skarmory. The only issue is now both Pokemon laps are very weak to Toxicroak.
Yeah, so Toxicroak's gonna have a field.
Almost counter down this Empoleon. I honestly probably wouldn't have even done that because the Steelix in the back has energy. Probably should have saved that Mud Bomb for the Steelix.
Because if he gets that.
Oh no! Earthquake! No! I should have KO'd. All right. Yeah, I got it. All right, so you're gonna Earthquake the. Oh!
When did that happen?
Right.
I didn't see the Reggie come in.
Me neither. That was a very well timed switch. I didn't notice it at all. All right. Now, will it get to a Focus Blast? Oh, it doesn't get to a Focus Blast. Wow.
What?
Was she overcharging? She must have been overcharging. Because still gets a Focus. All right. So there goes the.
Would Steelix win the CMP today? Oh, look at this.
This won't KO. It'll be close. And Toxicroak can probably. That was a. Man. That was a sack swap of a Reggie. Wow.
What a fight.
Reggie sack swap to win there. And we see at the end the fact that Heather just didn't have an answer for Toxicroak in the back. It just countered down both of the countered Mud Bomb back down both of the last 2 Pokemon. So very, very interesting. Very good battle on both sides. Kieng.
There were a lot of hard counters for each other in that match.
Kieng, Heather lost that one, didn't she? Oh, no, yeah, Heather won. Right, right, never mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
at
good.
wife one.
Heather won. Very good. So now we have a new king on the hill. So it'll be Cochina Mum against Mystic Sparkle. And let's see if Heather can get a point. We're just waiting for Heather to share her screen, and then we will get started with the next battle.
You need to share your screen.
All right, now Heather can go back into the room because only
Yeah, I
leave.
just got her. She's in here now.
Okay, so now we're getting started, and at this point we're getting close to the end of the second round. No, about halfway through the second round. So people need to really start racking in points because right now Silva is still the only person with points, and we're seeing a lot of switchover between the kings, but you don't get any points as a challenger, so you need to actually win as the king to rack up points and try and cut into that 5-0 lead that Silva has worked up.
She just can't use anyone she used in the last one, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
she can't use the Toxicroak, she can't use the Skarmory, and she can't use the Reggie, and that's about it. That's it. Yeah,
So what you're saying is she can use Porygon too.
yes, she can. Yes, she can.
Yeah, I got it.
You can use literally anything other than those
Just
last
to
two.
reiterate the
Yes.
important points.
She can use any of her beamers that she still has, including Porygon 2. All right, Meganium, Umbreon, and let's see what the third Pokemon is going to be. Dun 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 dun. Setting the dramatic vibe as we watch this third Pokemon get chosen. Poliwrath. Lead Poliwrath.
She loves her fighters, this
This
girl.
could have a Skarmory issue with both Poliwrath and Meganium being weak to Skarmory. Poliwrath does beat Altaria in the one shield, but Skarmory could still be an issue. So let's see what Mystic Sparkle brings.
Umbreon does counter Skarmory well.
Yeah, Umbreon does beat
Not,
Skarmory.
not
Not,
great,
not,
but
not super hard. It's a very neutral. Most of Umbreon's matchups are pretty neutral.
true.
But yeah, I think it does beat Skarmory in the one shield.
I am getting exclusive information that her moveset on her Poliwrath might not be ideal, but who knows?
Oh man, what's she running? Is she running Hydro Pump on that?
Uh,
Oh no, not Power Up Punch. Not Power Up Punch. Heather,
something that she needs
Heather,
to
if I see a Power Up Punch, I swear to God. All right, everybody, pay attention to this moveset.
I said hi.
All right. Let's see what this move is on Poliwrath. Oh, okay.
Oh, it'd be
Yeah.
really cool if she had a fighting move on the Poliwrath, but she doesn't.
Oh, that's not what you want. That is just not.
Oh, good. We got her switch.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, that was she saved there. All right.
But that's gonna be an issue later on, maybe.
Yeah, it will. All right, now this overall looks like it had a 3-bubble lead, which means it'll get to the first Ice Beam and maybe the second one before Meganium gets the second move. But Meganium can tank an Ice Beam, so this is still a very good situation for Meganium to be in. It'll probably get this one shielded, and then it'll get to the next Ice Beam, the next Frenzy Plant before being KO'd. So it'll win this pretty handily, and then we'll see if Mystic Sparkle has any Meganium counter in the back. It looks like she's not going to shield this. Hopefully, she knows that Meganium can just tank an Ice Beam, no problem. And then I would overcharge a little bit here, do 2 more Vine Whips, and then throw the Frenzy Plant. Perfectly timed. So now she'll have probably a 3 Vine Whip head start on the next Frenzy in the back, which will be about halfway there. So she'll almost definitely get to another charge move, and Frenzy Plant will ramp up a lot of shield pressure. So what's going to come out here? Vigoroth. So Vigoroth does not love Frenzy Plants. Nothing does, honestly, unless it's resisted. So this is going to chunk.
Yeah, I would love to see Mystic Sparkle's face when she does get dynamic punched by Poliwrath.
Yeah. Now so Vigoroth overfarmed. It could have countered down. She was probably worried about the another Frenzy, which makes sense. Meganium was still, I think, 2 Vine Ups away, but I understand that hesitation. And now there's going to be a Hydro Bump right here, ready to go. Yeah, it seems like mutual lag though, and there's Hydro Pump right here ready to go. And hopefully, once Sparkles notices this is a Hydro Pump, she'll feel a little more confident about her matchup in the back. But this still looks over because
Yeah.
it's a Poliwrath and a Umbreon against an Umbreon that is also down to shields.
Oh,
So this is GG's.
more lag.
A little bit of lag, but it's over anyway. Right.
Right.
Yeah, this is over.
No need to show mercy at wife. Just go ahead and pump her.
Another pump, and this won't KO. Umbreon's very tanky, but it'll do probably about half. And the next pump will then KO. Oh no, switching out. At this point, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
This is honestly not a bad moveset. Obviously, you do want Dynamic Punch, but it's at least viable. Why would you do that? Okay, you had the match in the bag. No, this is like half an hour to finish this. So
Don't worry about it.
Heather's just sitting there laughing at us all, walking this mirror. This battle, we'd already be halfway through the next battle at this point if she's hitting with the Hydro Pump with the. We'd all be in bed already if she.
She just wanted to show her shiny. That's all.
With the Poliwrath, but never mind. So Heather finally gets a point. It's taken forever, but she finally got a point.
Down, she had to give us a show. Be real.
She got a point, but no beams, so she got half a point. Let's just give her half a point.
Fair.
All right, so now we have Heather going into her second game as King, and hoping to get a second point. No shiny on that Krogunk, so it
get really wrecked.
Yeah. It's disappointing, to be honest.
So she's gonna be sending to Omichi.
And if the last time was any indication, it'll take Heather about 45 minutes to pick a team.
I mean, maybe 50. So
maybe 50. So, yeah, it'll take probably everyone can go get a snack, go take a nap. Come back in the next hour, and Heather will still be picking the team.
You thought that Bastiodon mirror match was long? Here we go.
Exactly.
I mean, you have time to make
that's the right idea.
Time to dinner prep for the week. Be real.
Okay, so let's get some hype in the chat, everybody. There's still no beams on this team, so I guess Heather wants to like win games or something. I guess.
Two of these are very weak to fighting.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right, Casey. There.
Oh, she might have heard me.
Okay.
No.
If the contestant is in the room, you can't give critiques of her team until she's locked in.
Okay, my bad.
For future reference. So we got the dynamic duo sharing secrets over here.
My bad.
Oh, this is a very good matchup for Celio. As the self-appointed Celio expert in the world, this is a very good matchup for Celio. The Swampert needs to land an Earthquake to have any shot here. Celio is so tanky that the Hydro Cannons will just bounce off it. There's no reason to actually use a move that early. You want to at least charge up to the Hydro Bomb to try and get a shield. But Celio can take like 4 of these. Okay, Twastel, Aurora Beam does not count, all right? That barely counts as a move, so calm down.
I mean, yeah, be real.
If your only beam is Aurora Beam, you lose your beaming license because that's like a quarter of a beam, to be honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. And I expect better from you, Twastel. So next time, just understand, we count as a beam.
Oh, get wrecked, Twastel. Honestly, you're embarrassing yourself.
Oh,
what?
Into the Earthquake. Get wrecked, Heather.
Okay.
Wow, how did that happen? You know you have shield, right, Heather?
She is not a strong believer in shields early on.
All right. Very importantly, Casey, Twastel says to get wrecked.
Okay. All right.
So that's just something you need to keep in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. All right. So now Sableye does have a lot of energy, but it's got a lot of energy going into this Vigoroth, which actually it's a very neutral matchup, and Vigoroth.
But with the energy advantage, it's probably
Yeah, and these
okay. Wow, foul play hurts.
these foul plays are going to chunk, and now this is bad.
Uh,
Vigoroth needs to get out of there. Vigoroth needs to get directly out of there. No, don't throw a move.
didn't get out of
The
there,
Oxys
so
can absorb. The Oxys is so tanky; it can absorb these body slams. You got to get out of there immediately.
nothing.
Get out of there. No, you're not getting out of there. Staying.
She's not gonna give up a shield either. Like,
The thing is, yeah,
real.
King made a good point. She might not have a Deoxys counter in the back.
True.
Because
That's gonna be an issue.
let's see, this Deoxys has a lot of it.
Man.
Oh,
She,
Steel Wing! Wow, that sounds like a mistake, or it should be a very spicy set. I don't think this is much of a argument for Steel Wing, but the thing is, her only option is farming this Deoxys down, and she's gonna have to take a Thunderbolt, but there's nothing else really she can do. This looks like GG's. Yeah, this is not gonna work out. Because Heather still has a shield and she's got a foul play ready to go, or ready to go now. This is, geez. All right, a second point for Heather right now. She came back from her horrible Swampert misplay to win the game.
no, she's not offended by that comment at all.
She should be.
When the Swampert earthquake.
Yeah. Apparently
that was on purpose.
I'm going to be extra hard on Heather during the stream because she deserves it, to be honest.
Tell him I still have a shield.
Okay? Heather, you don't get extra points for saving your shields. Those are meant to be used, not saved.
Who's next up to get wrecked? Sarah.
All right, it'll be Katina Mum against Sarah, and this will be Sarah's second run through, and let's see if she can upset the king/queen.
This is gonna be a juicy fight. Both these girls are strong.
Yeah, Sarah and Heather are both extremely. I mean, everyone's a good battler here.
They are. I've been wrecked
Sarah's an especially
many
good battler
times by these girls.
Yeah. Postel's thinking smart. Got to save those shields for the next fight. So, assuming we're running Heather strat here, she'll have 3 shields next go, right?
Yeah, maybe 4.
She changed one, so she got to have 3 for the next round. All right, so Twastel.
I don't even know if that's enough for her, to be honest.
Showing his expertise in the chat right now. And let's see what Heather locks in. We got an Alolan Marowak. Remember, Casey, don't explain to her what she's doing wrong until she.
No, yeah, of course. She wouldn't do anything wrong anyway, so let's be real.
So we got, all right, we got a Marowak. No, perhaps, and the Flygon maybe.
Okay.
Oh, Marowak, Shiftry, and Flygon. Very interesting indeed. So let's see how this plays out. Shiftry is probably my favorite Pokemon in the game. It's so fun if you use it right. You just got to know the matchups. And
Crafty would do well against this line, I think. So she doesn't want to see that. All right.
Ben, I assume you were calling me a queen. Just let me have this, okay? Okay, Ben.
He sounds jealous.
Right. I do sound jealous, to be honest. No, she does not. She's just gonna stay in here. Shadow Ball will do about 40%. It'll get it close to the yellow. Oh, it will get it to the yellow. Okay, so the thing is, no shield. Yeah, just gonna let it play.
That's very
now.
True to her.
Altaria can farm this all the way down and almost have another Sky Tech ready to go. And yeah, King's right. She has no real answer for it because this Flygon's going to be shredded by these Sky Attack, by these Dragon Breaths. She's staying in here, so now the Altaria can shield this Dragon Claw and then get the Flygon almost into the red with just Dragon Breath. So let's see what she ends up doing here. She still has 2 shields. Oh no, let it go. Okay. She must have a good Flygon counter in the back if she's gonna let that go.
Oh.
What? This
not
is
a good
not
Flygon
counter. No, this is not a good Flygon counter at all. Both Thunderbolt and Spark are triple resisted by Flygon, so she needs to land a Hydro Pump, and that'll take a while to get to. Oh man, wow, that was a really weird switch. The Altaria almost got a swept if she just gave it shields, but I guess Oh no, not that's gonna do so little. It's triple resisted.
Does she not have
I
Hydro?
don't. If she didn't have a counter for Flygon, I would have just shielded the Altaria. To be honest with you,
Right.
Altaria could have just swept this whole team. Oh, she got the second shield. Oh, that is.
Goodness.
Oh man, this is not a good situation to be in. At least okay, she drew another shield here. Shielded a Thunderbolt, so I was like, I guess a good bait. But now this Earth Power is gonna KO. Oh man, there was she won this game on the lead, and then she let the Altaria go down for some reason. Oh man,
Oh,
oh why
that's
would you let the
smart.
Altaria die? I don't understand. Um, yeah, I mean, the Sludge Bomb will KO. But the Flygon in the back still has energy. Yeah, it's within Dragon Call range. Man, there was just the Altaria would have swept this whole team. So that is going to be. Oh, will it get to another move? No,
Woo, it's
no.
close. Oh, the lag. Oh no.
Oh,
Dude, was that lag?
I don't know.
yeah,
Replay?
I think I gotta replay
Okay.
that.
Same teams? Because now she knows it affects my whole team.
Yeah. Same team,
Uh,
right? Okay.
what do you guys think? Replay? Yeah. It looks like there was lag there at the end. Flygon might have gotten to a Dragon Claw, so we're gonna replay same teams. Unfortunately for Heather, now that Sarah knows what her team is, she might
Airwhack.
might shield the Altaria. But yeah, it was a.
Oh.
Right,
Reset.
so we're going to resend the same teams. It'll be curious to see if Sarah recognizes how dominant Altaria was against that line and just double shields it, because
That would
there's
be
no win condition if Altaria double shields the Flygon. So let's see how they play this out. And Sarah might have won anyway because that Flygon was really low.
yeah, the mind
It
whips
was hard to
were
say. It would have been
gonna
very close to
do
see
some
whether or
damage.
not you would have gotten to the whether or not you would have gotten to the Dragon Ball. Yeah, because Flygon is glassy, so the Venusaur was chunking it. All right, so then we're gonna start again, and let's see. I'm really curious to see how Sarah uses her shields. All right. Yeah. And honestly, I don't know if you guys agree with me. Even knowing what Sarah had in the back, I think Venusaur is a better Pokemon to bring into Flygon than Lantern is. Oh, it exited. All right.
Sounds scared.
All right. So you're gonna resend again. Someone just let Sarah know in the chat that the request errored, and Heather will send the second one. Yeah. So Twastel agrees with me that you need to bring in Venusaur against Flygon and not the Lantern. Just because, especially if it was a water gun lantern, I'd understand. But the sparks are triple resisted, Thunderbolt's triple resisted. You got to get to multiple Hydro Pumps. And it's just a very inflexible matchup to try and be playing. Especially with the Flygon already so low, Hydro Pump would be overkill. So you just want to get in there, Vine Whip it down, Frenzy Plant if you need to, and then just get out. So Lantern gets straight into that. Right. But there's almost no way that you can lose that matchup, considering you have the shield advantage and the Flygon's going to be at half health already. Okay, they are both locked in. What up, Jimma Banks in the chat? What's up, Jimma?
What's up, Jimma?
That is a good point, Twistel. I won't repeat it out loud because Heather's in the next room, but it's a very good point. That might be the play to actually win this matchup. Now let's see if Heather shields her Marowak.
Doesn't sound like something she would
Nope.
do.
Doesn't look like it. She
So.
probably Shadow Ball.
What?
Oh, she's gonna bait. Interesting. Now Sarah didn't shield us the last time, so I wouldn't expect to shield now. There's
Nope.
there's no real reason to. And then does she get to
Oh
another one?
no!
Oh no, she
That
doesn't get to
Shadow
one.
Ball.
Wow. So
That's
this is GG's. There's just nothing. There's no play here. Flygon would need 2 Dragon Claws, and there's nothing to do. If Sarah should understand at this point, she needs the shield to this Altaria.
even at
And
this
there you
point.
go. All right. So we see the shields coming up, and yeah, no, there's no play. GG's.
Oh man.
Because I won it the first time. But whatever.
All right. So the shift tree is going to. This will hurt. At this point, the Venusaur is there to get zacked and eat energy, and probably just get off 1 Sludge Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a lot of energy can do a lot,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you
You
can
only
get out
get.
of this situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Honestly, this is the play. You need to just bait out a shield. Oh, she gets okay. She gets
Got the shield.
now shields are done. All right. There is play here for sure. Shiftry can definitely chunk at Altaria with 2 foul plays energy. Yeah. The thing is though that the lantern in the back can get to a Hydro Bump, and now that shields are down, Heather, you think so? I don't know. Let's see. All right, this foul play will get the Altaria into the red. Yes, the Dragon Claw.
Oh my
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. That's the wrong Altaria. That's the wrong Flygon. That's the wrong Lantern. That's Water Gun. Yeah, that's the wrong Lantern.
Oh no.
Yeah, but Altaria is a one. Dragon Breath is a 1-turn move. It could KO before she presses the Dragon Claw. I've done that before. Yeah. See. So this is.
Oh no.
We have to replay this. It was the wrong Lantern. Yeah. Heather won that. That was the wrong Lantern.
I mean, people got to do what they got to do to beat my
I think we all noticed right away that was the wrong Lantern.
Choose the wrong way. So I think.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah said she concedes the win, so that Heather won that. Yeah. Heather won that. It was a very impressive play. They were both games were very close, very winnable for either side. At the end, yeah, if the way that was playing out, if Sarah had brought in the right Lantern, that would have been over. So
who is she up against next?
now it's Heather against Silva, and this is going to get very interesting because Heather
Silva
has 3
had a
points.
nice win streak.
Silva has 5. If Heather can win this, she'll be only down 1 point, and it'll be going into the last round. We're going to the last round after this game. So this is going to be very interesting here. Yeah, Matt's explaining in the chat. You'll notice that Dragon Breath being a 1-turn fast move, it'll often get that Dragon Breath in before you get charge move. You'll notice like if your Pokemon has like 1 to 5 HP left, and your opponent brings in a Water Gunner, a Biter, or a Dragon Breather, it'll KO before you can click on the charge move, which is very good to take note of. Because even if you have a charge move ready, it'll take Dragon Breath will hit before the Pokemon's even on the screen. So it's very important to note that even if you have a charge move, you necessarily get it off. Yeah, this is probably the biggest match of the day because Silva has 5 points, Heather has 3, and no one else has any. So if Heather wins this game, it'll be a 5-4 tiny lead for Silva. If Silva wins, then she will be king and / queen and look to put us away. So let's get some hype in the chat for this. Probably the biggest battle we'll see tonight. Casey, what do you think?
I am very interested to see where this goes because they both have proven themselves.
All right, they are both locked in. So let's see how this plays out.
Probopass into Munchlax.
Munchlax. All right. Now,
The
as
Body
a
Slam's not going to do
Munchlaxer,
anything.
as a
Bulldoze.
Munchlax actually wins this, which is crazy to think. Munchlax wins this.
Just straight Bulldoze?
Yep. Yeah. Straight Bulldoze.
Oh.
Oh, switch into a Swampert to eat hopefully a Bulldoze, but if this is a Body Slam, it'll still chunk.
It's
Yeah, it's Body Slam. All right,
Uh-oh.
so now let's hope. Okay. This is actually fine for Swampert because Swampert will resist both Rock Slide and Thunderbolt. Oh, okay. Hydro Cannon's a lot better DP than Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I think.
Wonder why that's going on.
I don't know if that was.
That was probably not the right move, but
Yeah, are you sure? I feel like this is wrong.
now a Rock Slide will probably KO. This Swampert is so low.
Oh wow!
And that'll definitely KO. So, but now the DX is attack lower, but it doesn't. Nothing wants to take a counter at this range anyway.
All right.
Man, bring in a pro
think
against the counter. Even with attack reduced, these counters are going to chunk.
Would Heavy Slam be the right one here, or?
Probably yeah. You probably want to run a Heavy Slam, but to be honest, it doesn't.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
Or Magnet Bomb.
You want to get that. Okay. Even Rock Slide is the better move, but you just want to get the X's out of there because those.
It's no Sludge Wave.
Yeah, there you go. This Munchlax will have problems, but it'll also get off multiple Body Slams, and Silva does have a third Pokemon in the bag that she hasn't touched yet. So this will still be a very interesting fight. The Munchlax will probably get off another Body Slam right here, and that'll probably do about 30%. Yeah, it's double resisted, so it's doing absolutely nothing. But the Body Slams are doing a decent amount. Now, if I were Silva, I'd let this go. Just don't bother shielding anything. Deoxys has counter in the back that'll chunk at this. No, let's see if she gets off another one.
No.
No. Okay, so now this Vigoroth is loaded with energy. Probably has about 45 energy. A little bit more than one Body Slam. Now let's see if Silva has any answer to it. Going straight for the Body Slam. Yeah. All right, so there's the Deoxys just ate that energy, and what's coming in? Azumarill. All right, now this Probo does have Thunderbolt. Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not have Thunderbolt. No Thunderbolt. So this is not a great situation for Heather to be in because this Azumarill will just chunk down at the Vigoroth and the Probo without. All right, that was an interesting move. Now, if I'm the Azumarill here, I'm not throwing a move. There's no reason to. You have a shield. If you need to shield at some point, you can, but you can just. Oh, see, was that CMP? That might have been CMP. That might end up saving Heather because the Azumarill could have just farmed down. Oh, she undercharged. Very smart. Very smart. Now she'll get a little more energy back. Vigoroth from this range. Oh man.
Oh.
Vigoroth needs to hit 2 Body Slams from this range to have a chance, and I don't think it gets there. It might actually. It might
because you did have energy up, so I don't know
it can survive. It can barely survive 2 Body Slams, but that's the minimum. So Heather now needs to race to another Body Slam. Azumarill needs 3 more bubbles to get to a move.
Oh my gosh, she got the Body.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. That's funny. Yep, that's GG's. Yep, that's GG's. No, that's GG's. Yep. That was the stack of the Probo was what won that there because it was a very very well played stack and very lucky to get the CMP to waste all that energy on the Azumarill.
Nice Ghastlies.
So many Ghastlies. Wow.
She already has a shiny though, so like.
What a gain indeed, Ben. What a gain.
Yeah.
All right, so now it is 5-4, and now we have a real fight going on here. Heather has now won 5 games in a row.
Who am I against?
Who's up next?
it'll be Heather against Binary Danvers.
Okay.
And at this point, we're in the last round, so every challenger needs to know that this is their last shot. So any challenger that loses is out because it's the last round. You need to get to be king and then go on a run to have any shot.
So can she use any Pokemon or like
No,
did it
no, no,
reset?
no.
She can't
She
use
still needs to
anything.
use uniques. She can't use she can't use any Pokemon she's used before.
Oh.
So looks like we're seeing a Frostlass. Oh, Venomoth. Yeah, use that. Frostlass, Venusaur, and let's see what we're gonna get. Frostlass, Venusaur, and drum roll, please. Let's see.
Tough calls.
Yeah, she's really thinking this through, which is good. She needs one more win to tie it up. This is a big game. Yep. This is what makes this format so interesting. Heather's now won 5 games in a row, so 15 Pokemon are now off the board. So she's really got to come up with some interesting team comps using less than optimal Pokemon, and let's see if she can pull it through.
Frostlass is such a good lead or such a good switch because once it gets energy built up, if you win the lead with the Frostlass or if you get a switch
Right.
and build up some energy, you're either gonna get shields or you're gonna get the Pokemon.
Right. She locked in Frostlass, Venusaur, and Alolan Raichu. So this could have a steel problem.
Well, there's a fire problem.
A fire problem as well. Yep. Let's see what Danvers brings. Like a Reggie will give this team fits. If there's a Reggie on Danvers' team, it's a silver.
Yeah,
Because
Reggie
all 3 of Heather's Pokemon will lose to Reggie. Although she won a game already where all 3 of her Pokemon lost to Altaria, and she still managed to pull out the win. So
very true. She does her magic.
So she might need, if there's a Registeel or something of that ilk. Atru does, but not convincingly. To Astel, if the Registeel gets energy, like if she switch into it in the lead, it won't. Flash Cannon will do about half. I played this matchup a lot as Raichu, and you win all 3 shield conditions, but it's pretty narrow wins because you need about 3 to 4 Thunder Punches to KO. So if the Reggie builds up maybe 4 to 5 lock-ons in the lead, Raichu still doesn't have to worry about it. So that is probably her best bet to beat Reggie with the Atru. Right, damage is still picking. All right, so she is locked in, and let us see. There are a lot of Pokemon that will give this line problems. Let's see if any of them show up.
Okay, Wiggly.
Right. This is a fine matchup for Frostlass. It's neutral. But I definitely wouldn't switch out of this because Frostlass will get to at least 2 avalanches. It'll either burn both shields or get this Wiggly into the red. And there's not a whole lot. Switching to Venusaur, the Wiggly just leaves. And there's no reason to.
Oh, we did get shield, so that's
right.
Good
now, Wiggly needs to use a move at some point. This will obviously KO if she doesn't shield. If she does shield, Wiggly can farm down. So yeah, you see the shield, Wiggly's going to farm down and then throw an Ice Beam at whatever comes next. Hopefully she waits to see what it is and doesn't just auto throw the... Alright, so we're gonna...
Oh, she's...
Oh, switched out. Why? Okay. This is an okay matchup for Raichu because Volt Switch and Thunder Punch will do a lot of damage. It'll lose this matchup, but it won't lose it hard. The only thing is Venusaur in the back does nothing to Altaria, especially with no energy. So the Altaria could just almost farm this Raichu down, shield 1 Thunder Punch.
So it's not a Volt Switch Raichu.
It's not Volt Switch. Oh, that's not.
It's Thunder Shock.
That is a lot worse. To be clear, you want Volt Switch in this matchup. You want Volt Switch on
well, you also
in
want
general.
Flex, right?
You want Volt Switch in general. And yeah, the Altaria is just double shielding, knowing that it can just farm this Raichu down.
Oh,
and then Venusaur in the back Okay, actually no, this is fine because
Okay.
the Victor has a sludge bomb. It's okay.
Yep, which it had energy built up, probably like right there to sky attack. So she saved herself there from using.
This will be an ice beam,
Got a
and
shield.
it'll burn flash shield and then switch out. And hopefully, well, depends on who you want to
You're
win.
hoping for a mud boy in the back.
Hopefully for Danvers, she has something that can handle Venusaur in the back. Venusaur has limited energy.
Okay.
Oh, all right, this is genius.
Yeah.
That is genius.
There's no way it'd survive. Yeah. Bye.
So,
Boom.
no, Frenzy Plant, that Rhyperior will not show up for the next month. It's done. It's gone. All right, so now we have a 5-5 tie for first place. This just got a lot more interesting. Why would you bring a Rhyperior when you have your whole team, the whole range of options? Bring a Rhyperior.
Going for a quick run.
No, she's celebrating. She's like, let's go. She's going to the bar. She's gonna have a drink. Like,
Oh,
Doing
man.
a victory lap down the road. We're good.
Are we entertained, chat? We're
Some
seeing some really good,
Hatch
some really
those
good plays
eggs.
here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow, Heather. What are you doing?
no, I got it.
Heather.
Oh, you gotta stop it.
Heather.
What?
Focus.
Don't worry about it. Who am I sitting to?
Chat, we're now seeing why takes Heather an hour to lock in. Every game she evidently clears out her kill research. So that is
Okay.
what we're mystery solved.
Like, auto bat. Okay.
All right.
Do I get to use any of my guys, or am I still down to like?
No, you're
scrap
still
it?
down. You're still down.
Nice. That's cool.
What you wanted.
Casey.
Joke's on you.
I like
Casey.
it.
Tristan says get fucking wrecked. So just
Okay. Who do you think? It's freaking Chwastel, honestly. He's embarrassing himself.
Well, that sounds scared. Right?
He is.
Twastel, Heather says you sound scared. Just so you know.
He is.
He is.
He sounds wrecked too. You should ask him how many games he won out of 31 the other night.
My outline.
Twastel, you sound both scared and wrecked, just according to Casey and Heather. So
We're never wrong.
man,
Feels like an odd.
I'm kind of surprised she's not bringing in that weird bug thing. She loves that thing.
I already used Galvanza.
No, the other one, the red one that you love.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm not
To be clear, shoutcasters can't give competitors advice. Casey,
It's so hard to not talk to my at
Casey, go hide in the closet. Go.
I've been out for a long
closet.
time.
You're on timeout.
Be real.
Casey's now on timeout, chat, because she's giving Heather advice. So
No.
go hide under the
Not
couch.
even okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh.
Clearly, she listens to me too. So that's the.
All right. Toshi's going to nap for a bit while Heather picks her team for an hour.
Toshi's gonna get wrecked next.
Okay.
Toshi's in trouble. If I don't show up tomorrow, Heather killed me.
Confirmed.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Dibs on your sippy cup. Put it in the will.
All right. Casey wants my sipping up in the well. That seems reasonable.
Did she lock in? My wife says, did she lock in?
King. All right. Sparkles is still picking her dynamic team that is going to wreck Heather directly off of the throne.
Okay. All right. All right.
He complains about me, but I'm always locking first. Okay. I'm just saying.
Now,
Okay.
King, it looks like Silva will come up at the very end of round 3. So if she wins her challenge, she'll be given the opportunity to catch up, right? Because Danvers is the end of the round. So Silva will still have an opportunity to catch up if Heather stays on her run. Oh, this is a bad move for as well.
I mean, obviously.
Wait, is it Dragon Breath?
Oh,
What is it?
right. What are you doing, Heather? I mean, it's better for here. It's better for this matchup, but it's still not great.
Yeah, I figured out when my Zwalo sucks. It has bite.
Oh gosh.
All right, so Heather is using a Bite Zweilous, which don't try this at home, kids, because this is not going to work out very well. Let's see if she
This
can
is the
beat it.
one time it might work out
This is
better.
literally the only time it'll work out. She does get a shield. Very, very nice. All right, now let's see if she can beat her to another. No, she can't. So will she double shield or just let this go?
Okay.
Double shield and bite down.
Shocked she doubled if her lead.
That sounds hot, to be honest. All right, so she's double shielded. She's biting down. Oh,
What?
barely bit down. Now, let's see what she has in the back.
Oh,
man.
no.
Get completely wrecked, Heather. And now this Noctowl is going to be taking neutral damage from the Metacham. Ice Punch won't very much because Noctowl is tanky, but it'll still chunk away. And Mystic Sparkle does have a shield for this Sky attack. So she'll be able to shield here, probably Ice Punch, and honestly then probably just get out of there. Because you can't take any more Sky attacks.
Yeah, no Miss Bubbles, that's what's up.
She missed the bubble, only got a
Did?
great.
Okay, listen. I have to sugarcoat it for it's my outway.
This Ice Punch will not KO, but the subsequent counters will. If I'm counting right, you'll need 2 more counters after the Ice Punch. Yeah. Okay, well, she got out of it.
Oh boy.
This is even worse. Oh, wow. Power Punch. This will not KO. It looked like it was fine on my end, but this will be resisted. It'll barely scratch Metacham, and okay. Oh yeah, this is not what you want as Heather. This will KO, and then yeah, the Noctowl is basically dead in the back, and the Metacham still has energy. So this looks like it's going to be GG's.
Oh man.
So basically, Caleb Pang just showed up to watch Heather lose her first game in the net.
Oh
So
no!
I think we're comfortable in saying that Caleb just made Heather lose, right?
Oh man.
I think we are comfortable saying that.
She's never been so heartbroken in her life. This is
Caleb missed the entire hour of Heather winning and shows up just as she loses.
Now she's doing a sad lap around the neighborhood.
Very good run by Heather, and extremely good game by Mystic Sparkles to end the reign of terror of Cochinamum.
Not a single egg in the incubator. What is
You're all right. You've made better choices.
That's the way I was with biting her.
All right, so Caleb is now hating his life because he just ended the reign of terror from his teammate.
No, she
teammate
was
is that?
a bite Zwilus.
To be fair,
she did this to herself.
Caleb, she was running a bite Zwilo, so she deserved to lose that one, to be honest.
It
did work.
Where's
that Skarmory at?
And I just want to say, very well played there by Mystic Sparkles, finding a strong win condition. And yes, this round will end at Sarah. No, this round will actually, no, you're right. Yeah, I think this round will end before we get to Silva. So if Mystic does not go on a run, we don't end it. We don't end it until someone ends their run. So if Mystic Sparkles wins the next 3 games, she'll be allowed to keep playing until she loses, right, King? So basically, if any of the subsequent kings lose, it'll be over and I'll go to a tiebreaker between Silva and Heather. And it'll be a best of 5 tiebreaker, as it always is. Now, if I am correct, this Golbat loses the 1 shield because Azumarill gets the 2 Ice Beams before the 4th Poison Fang. But if Golbat double shields this, it can win. That is what?
What?
That that's not what you want. That's not good at all. Wow, yeah, this
We
is
have seen some
GG's.
wild movesets today.
This is GG's. Next time, everybody check your movesets. So you're not running Bite Zwillos. Heather.
Where's Skarmory at? Where's he at? Okay, ask Skarmory how Bite Zwelos is.
Man, I'm going to get my ass kicked after this. I swear to God.
You sound
But yeah, this Azumarill is now dead in the water because it's just don't get out of you can just stay in here all day. Yeah, very good move, yeah.
Oh, wait, what? That doesn't work.
Wow, so this is Mystic Sparkle looks like she's gonna get her first point because this is a pretty dominant.
Okay, somebody who's watching this.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm pleased.
Oh,
This is Razor Leaf Fluvius, and there's no shields, so Mystic Sparkle can shield this, and then Sludge Bomb should KO, or at least it might not KO, but it'll bring it very close. And then the go back and just farm it down with a wing attack. This Sludge Bomb will get it probably to about 15 HP left, 10 to 15 HP left. And after, yeah, right about 10 HP left. And then will the Torbeez get to another move? Yeah, oh, it's farmed it down. Okay. Now let's see if she brings out the Golbat. And yep, Golbat can't use it. Oh, all right. So now quickly get to the Shadow Ball and then just get out of there. Now, Melmetal is glassy and it will not like this Shadow Ball with shield down. But the Swallows in the back has Dragon Breath, which is also resisted. So
Too bad it's not a crunch.
bite, Casey.
I'm sorry. Dang
Get it together, Casey. Now,
The-
even
the
though
moves
Dragon
last
Breath is
night
resisted, this
have
can
been
probably
so
just farm it down because yeah, this is just Dragon Breath down. There's no play here. Even a superpower will not KO from full health. So this looks like it's going to be GG's. It's not even. Does it have enough energy for that? No, no. Yeah, I honestly had no idea that was a rock smash Azu. So that was a very good call by whoever noticed it. Because that probably flipped the match, to be honest. So very good game for Mystic Sparkle, and she gets her first point. And now she'll be up against Sarah. Who, and if Sarah loses this, Mystic Sparkle will be allowed to continue until she loses. If Sarah wins this, then it's over. And we're going to go into a sudden death between Silva and Heather. So Sarah's looking to play spoiler here. Oh yeah, okay, right. So if Sarah wins this, she'll still get a chance to play until she loses. But once the king after this loses, we're going to a sudden death. Unless someone actually goes on the line and catches up. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, we've been having the best streams recently because the last two before this went into a sudden death. And they were really, really well played. Best of five, Caleb, same as yours yesterday. So it'll be a final match between Heather and Silva, and it'll be a best of five round. So good point, good clarification. It's not technically sudden death. Sudden death. It'll be best of five. So let's see what she runs. Altaria. Altaria Azu. So she's running a very meta line, just trying to get wins as quickly as she can. Sudden death would be interesting, Caleb. Sudden death, all beams. The finale. We should just do every single Pokemon that you use needs to have a beam of some kind.
We would be very well prepared. We might have an unfair advantage on
that is true, to be honest. Yeah. The Porygon 2 will come out, and then it'll just be
Porygon 2 is such a beast in a beam format.
in a beam format. I love how that's a format.
It is. Be real.
All right, so this is a very neutral matchup. Altaria can win this despite the resisted Dragon Breath, just because Dragon Breath is so good. I think Altaria wins the 2 shield, straight up. Skarmory does barely take the 1 shield. Altaria can either just let it go if she has a good answer in the back. Oh, you got to switch into a Frostlass that we didn't notice. Okay, interesting. And now Azumarill can come in and farm. Azumarill in this matchup should not throw a move because Azumarill can tank 2 Shadow Balls. Shadow Ball does about 40%, and Azumarill can pretty comfortably tank 2. So farm this. Oh, Avalanche. Wow. There's no reason to bait there because Azumarill should not be shielding at all. So that was a misplay on Sarah's part, and shouldn't throw a move here at all. You can just farm all the way down. But I guess no problem throwing a move. Oh, get a shield. Okay, I guess. And another shield. There's no reason to shield here. Just farm down. And please don't use that move.
Nope. She
What
didn't
do
hear
you-
you, Toshi.
Oh man. All right. Well, this is an interesting way for this to play out. I guess that works.
I got it.
And now we're gonna see the Skarmory come back in, and this is where if Azumarill had all farmed the Frostless all the way down, it would have two 1.9 Ice Beams ready to go. Would have been nice, but she'll still get to an Ice Beam here, and Altaria in the back has almost full health. So this is not a terrible situation to be in. So it's still Mystic Sparkle still has a pretty strong advantage here, and go into Umbreon. Interesting. No, not really. This is a pretty neutral matchup. Swampert will get off, I think, 3 Hydro Cannons, but it'll also take pretty hard damage from these foul plays. And considering the Altaria has almost full health in the back, the Swampert will not enjoy it. So this looks like it'll be GG's for Mystic Sparkle. Mystic Sparkle is going to win this. The Umbreon can just match shields. Oh, the shields are gone now. The Umbreon will probably get off double foul play. And even if it doesn't, the Altaria in the back can just farm down for the win. So, unless the Skarmory can get 2 Sky Attacks off, which it can't, there's no play here.
Some troll put a fucking horrible kind of like me. No. About fucking something else. And, yeah, it's not good. Oh, it's not good.
This will either KO or almost KO the Swampert, and Umbreon will survive another Hydro Cannon. So yeah, I guess won't KO, but then this next foul play will. And there's not really a whole lot of play here for Sarah. So there goes the Swampert. Oh, doesn't get no.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter. The Altaria in the back can just farm it down, but it's still a nice move. All right, now the Altaria will come back out, hopefully, and just Dragon Breath down, and then it should be within range of a Sky Attack to finish off the Skarmory. Yeah. So unless the Skarmory has 2 Sky Attacks, which it does not, this will be GG's. So well played by Mystic Sparkles to. Oh, okay.
Oh goodness.
This won't KO the Altaria.
Oh.
It doesn't KO. Altaria. I played that head so often. Yeah, no.
Dang.
There you go. All right, so now that's 2 points for Mystic Sparkles as she won 3 games in a row, and now she has to. So now, at this point, we're in a situation where the next game that Mystic Sparkle loses will go into a head-to-head best of 5 between Silva and Heather, unless Mystic Sparkle wins 3 games in a row. Yes, A Silva SLB against Mystic Sparkle, and if Silva wins this, it won't get her a point, but it'll force a sudden death. A best of 5 finale between Silva and Heather. Let's get some hype in the chat for all 3 of the people left. For Heather, for Silva, and for Mystic Sparkle. All 3 of them are playing really well. And with however this turns out, we're going to see a pretty interesting final.
Toshi, do you find it weird that no one has used a Chansey or a Blissey yet?
A little weird. I'm honestly pretty disappointed in this beam counter going on. We only have 1 beam all stream, guys. Alpha Phoebe agreed. I agree with you that there's no beams going on here, so it's pretty disappointing to be honest.
Did you beam Toshi?
No, I try to win, but
Okay, it's kind of crazy that you just said that.
The thing is, I'm not a beamer. Okay, so people here are beamers.
All right, well, you're embarrassing yourself on stream right now. It's a little uncomfortable, but.
But yeah, we did. Yeah, everyone give props to all three people who are left: Mystic Sparkle, Silva, and Heather for doing just an amazing job. They're the only two people who've gotten points, and it's pretty.
I'd love to see a three-way tie.
Yeah, me too. So Mystic Sparkle win 3 games in a row. She'll have to go through Silva and Heather, and win 3 games in a row, she will force a tie, which would be pretty cool.
So Psycho Boost is actually good to have against a Whiscash.
Yeah, and then you switch out, and but there's the Meganium right there.
And you switch out so you don't get the debuff.
Yep. Yeah, anecdotal. I'm embarrassed too. It's pretty bad, but this is going to be a pretty hype game right here. Meganium can tank one more Ice Beam, so hopefully she knows not to shield the next one, and she can just Frenzy Plant, and then she can bind up down. Now just bind up all the way down. Oh, perfect. All right. Now let's see if she has a flyer in the back to counter this Meganium. Nope. Looks like Deoxys again. So that tells me there's no real answer. Oh, Earthquake. Okay. Frenzy Plant is typically better with shields up because Earthquake shielded is pretty bad, but it'll still get to another one. And the Whiscash in the back has a ton of energy. I would not shield here. This Rock Slide will do less than half, and then it will get to another Frenzy Plant. Just don't Earthquake again.
Oh, she's going for the Earthquake again.
All right, going for another Earthquake, I guess. And okay, she doesn't get a shield there, so that'll work out. And remember, the Whiscash in the back has a ton of energy. The Deoxys will be able to farm down, which is the right play. Now the Whiscash can come in and just immediately Mud Bomb. This will not KO. Will she? I don't think she'll get the second one off before the. Oh.
No, she shielded it.
All right, now don't shield here. It'll be another cycle boost. The attack. Oh, there's no shield.
Well, yeah, no shields. So.
Shield. So yeah, she probably can't.
No shield.
Now the Axis will probably just get out of there immediately. And oh, it's a Reggie. Oh man, this Whiscash could just go to town on this Reggie.
Yeah, that's not
It's
ideal.
got 3 Mud Bombs ready to go, and then this GG's. The Kingdra in the back can just finish off the Axis, and that's it. Yep, this is over. So now this is going to be 3 points for. Well, actually, let's wait because the Dragon Breath will be resisted. This will get it close to the red. Oh yeah, this is over. Never mind. Over. The Kingdra can farm this down now and then just throw an Octazooka to finish off the Deoxys. It'll take another 5 or 6 turns for the Reggie to get to another Flash Cannon, and that'll be resisted anyway. So yeah, this is GG's. All right, so now Mystic Sparkle has 3 points, and she is coming up to. She now has to battle Silva, who's tied in first. And honestly, if Mystic Sparkle wins these last 3 games, she'll deserve the win because she's gonna have to battle the 2 people tied in first right now to come up with a win here. Kieng, she's battling Silva now, isn't she? Oh, did she? Okay, so now she's gonna battle. She just beat Silva. Okay, so now she's gonna battle Danvers, and if she wins that, she'll battle Heather to get the tie. And then if she beats Heather, she'll go against Omichi for the straight out win. And if not, then we'll have a playoff. But Mystic Sparkle is definitely making this very interesting. Let's see what she's going to run in this, which will be her 5th battle in a row. She's already won 4 games. Hey, Butter's in the chat. What up, man?
What's up, Butters?
All right, so let's see what you're going to run here. It looks like... Yep. And she can win this out. She can... if she wins the next 3 games in a row, there won't be a playoff. Mystic Sparkle will just win out. But if she loses it all before she gets to 6 points, then we'll see some sort of playoff. we haven't had a three-way tie yet. So if Mystic Sparkle beats Danvers and Heather, we might have our first three-way tie, which we'll have to come up with some fun way to finish that. But all right, now let us see how this is going.
Yeah, this line is really weak to flying.
What did you lock in? I didn't even notice.
I saw it was Sableye, Shiftry, and Swampert.
Okay, it's weak to Altaria, but Swampert handles Skarmory and Noctowl fine. It loses to Noctowl, I think, but barely.
It's just not. Yeah, it's not.
It's not ideal. It's not.
Not
Yeah,
ideal.
it'll depend on the lead. If Sableye gets a good lead, this could be fine. Unless Danvers has an Altaria in the back.
Yeah, and two of them are very weak to Charm. We got to.
Yeah, that's a good point. If there's Charm in the front, that'll be a big problem. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're waiting to see what Danvers locks in. Let's hope that there's no Charm in the beginning.
Charm in the beginning would be GG's, honestly. There's no way out of it.
Yeah. Well, what you'd have to sack the Sableye and then come in. What's her other Pokemon?
She has Sableye and Shiftry in Swampert. She'd have to get in Swampert.
Well, what I would do is I would just sack the Sableye. I'd play the Wild Season Boil strat. What he would do is he would just Power Gem the first Pokemon, Power Gem the Charmer, just sack the Sableye, and then come in with and farm down with the third Pokemon. So that's the only you can't switch.
Can you make it to a Power Gem if you start off if you get the lead against it? Oh no!
You see a Charmer! Oh my God! This is over. Yeah, this is over.
Oh no!
That's honestly that's
we
smart.
played Doug damage.
Smart, yeah, that's smart. That's true too. Yeah. Okay, she drew a shield. That's honestly better than I could have hoped for. Now Shiftry is down, and now Swampert needs to put in its work here.
Oh.
It can shield a Psyshock, and then these Hydro Cannons will hurt, but it'll. Do you go for the Sludge Wave, or do you just try and Hydro Cannon it down? Because it's already the shield.
I think you got a Hydro Cannon because she still has a shield. She's gonna.
Yeah.
She's gonna shield.
She's
seen all three Pokemon now too.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so this Hydro Cannon will probably see a shield. No shield. Oh man, Sludge Wave would have KO'd there. This is this is rough. Oh, she let it go. Okay.
Yes.
Ivysaur, interesting.
Yeah.
This is gonna be GG.
Sableye's not gonna win.
Sableye needs to.
I gotta doubt Sableye. I'm so
unless it's something in the back that is just super weak to Sableye. Yeah, I don't know. There's very little play here for Mystic Sparkle. All right, now let's see if she farmed down. Oh, now this power will almost KO.
Oh.
Yeah, it's over. Oh, there you go. All right. All right, so now we have the best of 5 between Cochina Mom and A Silva SLB.
All right.
All right, calm down, Anecdote. Calm down. All right, Oh man. All right.
So, do they start from scratch now as far as what they can use?
At this point, both use whichever Pokemon they want. It's a fresh set of 5. Now, starting from here, you can't repeat Pokemon. So, like, if they use 3 Pokemon each in Game 1, they can't use any of those Pokemon again in Game 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Right.
So, it'll be a fresh 15 Pokemon, best of 5, and that's how it works. Before we get onto it, I want to say congratulations to Mystic Sparkle on winning 4 games in a row.
Yeah, great job.
That was a really, really good run, an incredibly good run.
It was a tough last matchup with the charm.
All right, Heather. Send.
Okay.
Why I'm saying.
Heather is putting up a fight. Doesn't want to send, so someone or whoever is sending to her. Do you just tell Silva to send? It's not a diva. Don't worry. It's not that.
What's going on, Casey?
There's actually no reason why, but just tell Silva
Heather,
to
just send.
Oh, are you not sharing your screen on here?
I'm not.
No,
Hey,
here.
we're still on Mystic Sparkle screen. It looks like.
Okay. Here.
Man, can I have that? Oh, Jesus.
What are you? Oh, here's you.
I am just
All right,
wondering.
we're trying to get Oh,
What's happening? Oh my god!
we've
I
now
love
entered the
that.
rave portion of the evening.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Heather, share your screen.
There we go. There you are. Come back.
All right, now we're on Heather's screen. Maybe. All right.
You sound jealous.
Yeah.
King loves your shenanigans. I can tell you that. Confirmed.
This has definitely been the most shenanigan-y stream we've done so far. Shenanigans are at a fever pitch. Or not. So. Okay. So we're gonna rotate who screen we see. It'll be best of 5, and whoever wins will share their screen. So if Silva wins game 1, we'll share Silva's screen, and we'll go back and forth to see. We get kind of a more nuanced and a more varied perspective as we go out here. And King is going to change the scoreboard right now just to show the 5 different matches and who's winning each one. So let's get some hype in the chat. Try and build this up. It's going to be a pretty crazy 5-game tiebreaker here, and this will be the 3rd King of the Hill in a row. We've had a tie in the last round, which is pretty crazy.
Will we see Bite Zwilus again? It's anyone's guess.
We need to see Bite Zweilous. We need to see Hydro Poliwrath, and maybe like a Steel Wing Skarmory just to
Rock Smash
round it out.
Azu.
Rock Smash Azu, sure. All right.
Sableye into
Oh,
nice.
good lead for Heather. Now
Yeah, it's out instant. Oh.
All right. Now Heather has no response for Reggie.
All right. I think he would.
Galvantula will beat Reggie in the even energy, but Reggie got almost to a Flash Cannon before the Galvantula even showed up, so it's going to be a tough sled for the Spooter to pull this out.
I feel like Heather is very confident in the capabilities of her Spooter.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to doubt the Spooter, so.
Yeah, you really don't. Especially third round.
We'll survive this for sure. This is a very similar matchup to the Alolan Raichu one, where I think Flash Cannon was the better play there because it's stab.
Definitely.
Even with stab, I haven't so I don't know for sure, but let's go, Spooter. Will you win the race? No, you won't. Okay. Is Anadactyl still trolling me right now? Come on. We're all friends here. Right back into Deoxys can't take a. Oh, never mind. That was gonna be a Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz would have wrecked this Deoxys, but he drew a shield anyway. And now back into Sableye, and this Sableye is going to just tear through this Deoxys. It is interesting that Silva gave up switch advantage. She could have won that 2 shield, but this Rock Slide will still hurt. At this point, Sableye can just farm down though, and shields down. This is gonna be GG's, unless the Charmer in the back. Oh, okay, Azumarill in the back works too. Power Gem will just barely touch it. Um, yeah, honestly the shadow claws here is what we're gonna add up more. If I was Silva, I would just farm. No, never mind. I don't think I have enough energy to get to a move, unless I'm mistaken. All right, we're just gonna come in with the Celio. Um, oh, I was gonna try and eat a charge move on Gavin.
Not
Close.
successful on that, but
Nope.
God bless.
There's almost no play here for the Azumarill, and the Reggie in the back has no energy, unless the Reggie in the back can somehow get to a move, which I don't think it can. This is GG's. Yeah. So this is less than half. Yeah, less than half. And the Reggie would need to get to a Flash Cannon, and I don't think it will. Yeah, no. Honestly, she needed to eat a Body Slam on the Azumarill and then try and get to a Flash Cannon. But I'm pretty sure the Reggie was still pretty far away from a move, so that's GG's. Well played there by both parties. Celio in the back was it's just too hard of a wall for Azumarill to do anything there. So Heather wins game 1. Congratulations to Cochina Mum, and let's see if Silva can pull out a win in game 2. And I'm going to address what's going on in the chat right now. As much as I'm a fan of things that play rough, Ice Beam and Hydro Pump on your Azumarill. The bunny doesn't want to play rough. The bunny is it's a very conventional bunny. It just likes to do its own thing. You want to Ice Beam and Hydro Pump on the bunny and play rough with other things. All right, like Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is a bunny that likes to play rough, not Azumarill.
I kind of like play rough on Azumarill sometimes.
No, that's wrong.
All right, okay.
All right, Azumarill is the vanilla bunny, and Wiggly is the kinky bunny.
Okay. All right, psychopath.
See, Caleb agrees with me.
Okay. Oh, Caleb agrees? All right, you're right.
Wiggly always aspiring to play rough from Caleb. There you go.
If Caleb says it, then you're right. I'm wrong. And I
Caleb Pang is supporting this new Toshi strat of which bunnies like to play rough.
Okay.
All right, Silva locked in. I don't know how this conversation got there, but we're just gonna go with it.
Umbreon, as we know, Umbreon will actually win this matchup.
Umbreon into Skarmory. It's a very neutral matchup, but as Casey says, Umbreon will win this in the one shield. So let's see. In all shields, according to King. So let's see what Heather does here. Is she going to switch? Yes, she's going to switch into her own Umbreon. Oh, did you eat a foul play, or is it going to be a last resort? It's probably last resort, yeah.
It is.
Last resort. Okay, now let's see if so what I'm seeing here is that Silva has no strong answer to Umbreon because she's not leaving this matchup. So she's probably just going to try and chunk down this Umbreon. And the Skarmory in the back does have energy. It switched out at a Sky Attack, so that'll be key going to the next towards the end of this battle. The fact that the Skarmory has a lot of energy. If there's a grass Pokemon or a fighter in the back, it's going to end up being really key.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what she would have in the back.
I'm almost surprised. Yeah, I'm very surprised that Silva's staying in this matchup. You're right. She must have something in the back that doesn't beat Umbreon.
Maybe a Haunter?
Yeah. As King noted, if she shields here, it'll be really key. It'll be really indicative of the fact that she has nothing for this Umbreon.
Wow.
Oh yeah. All right. So Silva has nothing for this Umbreon in the back.
Interesting.
So, yeah, Heather realized that and gets out of there.
Nice.
Because Heather's Umbreon has a foul play, and based on what we're seeing here, there's no answer that Silva has for this Umbreon. So this Sky Attack will KO. And now let's see what she's got in the back here. Oh. Swampert
would have been fine.
Swampert would have been fine. So I'm very surprised she shielded the Umbreon. Once you had a Swampert to handle that. Okay. Now I'm Swampert here. I'm overcharging a bit because I want to have a double Hydro Cannon, which she does not have a double Hydro Cannon. So, all right, so we get one Hydro Cannon, and then the Umbreon comes back out, and she does not get to another one.
She's gonna need that Swampert for Reggie, unless she has something else that counters
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Now, if she overfarmed, she might beat it to the next charge move because it'll take another at least two, maybe three. No, just two. It'll take two more snarls to get to a Dark Pulse. Oh, she switched out.
What was it? I didn't. It was
It's
Skarmory.
so the Swampert has a Hydro Cannon in the back, but the Reggie can just come in right now and farm down the Skarmory.
Not gonna care.
And a shield, yeah. So what I would do right now as a Reggie is I would throw a Focus Blast. It'll do about 60%, and then you can farm all the way down and have a Flash Cannon ready for Swampert in the back, and that'll be GG's. And I'm sure Heather recognized that win condition. So you see a Focus Blast here, and then from this point on, Reggie can just farm.
Yeah, use
Farm
lock.
all the way down. Even resisted the 1 or 2 damage that Lock On does, it's gonna just farm all the way down. So this is GG's. I'm extremely surprised that Silva stayed in as the Umbreon against the other Umbreon, considering that she had a Skarmory and a Swampert in the back.
Switching
Which are both better options.
I mean, maybe
especially the Swampert. Great game by Heather. So now Heather is up 2-0 and is now playing for the win. Let's get the hype in the chat for Heather and also for Silva. We want to get to 5 games. So let's see if we can get a comeback here by Silva.
at what height?
And now maybe up 2-0. Heather will bring out the spice and try and beam something. We'll see.
Phone's at 1%. No, I just.
Sweep hype. Caleb in the chat looking for a sweep. Yeah, Heather. Just so we're on the same page, Casey, make sure Heather knows that shields do exist. Just make sure she knows that.
Oh, she knows.
All right,
she
good.
could care less, but she knows.
All right. All right, so we got Cochina Mom against Silva in game 5.
Maybe she'll bring a Hirachi because she has it on her shirt.
There you go. That is a very cool shirt, by the way. I love the Jirachi shirt.
Hirachi.
Okay.
Weird that you're saying it wrong.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
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 I forget that J's don't sound like J's.
They're silent. They are an H sound. Be real.
Of course, yeah, of course. I forgot. My bad. Toshi confirmed scrub, forgetting that J's are H's, apparently.
For Hirachi, they are. It's because it's our at Sensei. He says it Hirachi, so.
Who does?
At Sensei?
Oh, right, yep.
I'm glad that you just go along with it and you're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, I'm bored. All right, so Silva used the Heather strat of taking forever to pick her team, but okay. This is an interesting matchup because the Deoxys is going to be super effective Shadow Claw damage, but Rock Slide will be super effective against Typhlosion. So let's see how this plays out. Deoxys does not want to take these Blast Burns, so it's going to shield. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Typhlosion will continue to win the race to the charge moves because it's only 5 more energy for Blast Burn, and Shadow Claw is faster than counter. Oh, so there's lag. Well, let's see if it's mutual and if it catches, if it restarts. No, it doesn't. Not, all right. Yep. All right, restart. Back out.
If Heather gets beamed in this match, it's
auto loss. Insta loss.
The biggest question would be, would she shield it?
She better not. Shield the beam, come on.
It'd be a scummy move, but
Yeah, there's no reason to shield the
just
beam.
like winning. So, who sent the first time? All right, she'll
She's
send.
gonna send, and then all right, so we're going to have a replay. I think in the even shield, Typhlosion will win that. I don't know if someone wants to run a sim. I don't know if Matt's still in the chat, but I think that if they play that out, Typhlosion wins. But we will see if they switch at all. I forget. Okay. But they can... Right. Okay. Doesn't win 0. But I guess because the Typhlosion can survive the blast burn and then the rock slide will KO. Yeah, right. That's the yeah. All right, so now they are going to play it out, and let's see if either one of them will switch out of this matchup. All right, so Typhlosion gets to the blast burn. It's going to be shielded, and it looks like Heather remembered what shields are, guys. This whole stream is Toshi just trolling Heather.
I mean,
But
it feels
it's fine.
right.
It's fine. Now again another shield, and it looks like Heather's gonna maybe try and switch. I guess I don't know.
There's nothing you want to really catch a blast burn with.
Yeah, nothing at all you want to catch a blast burn with. Oh, it's gonna be a beam.
Is
It's
it?
gonna be a beam.
What is it?
It's gonna be a beam.
Wow.
Oh, it was a beam.
What a monster.
Heather shielded the
What
beam like
monster.
a nerd.
Okay.
Why? Oh man.
What?
Oh man.
Yeah.
The disrespect on Cochina Mom's side, shielding the beam. Wow.
You know, these are hard times. Maybe she's just not like thinking straight.
She must have no option for The thing is, blast burn hurts Lapras. There's no reason to beam there.
Well, I'm more embarrassed for my wife. She shielded a solar beam. I feel like.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's no reason to shield. Yeah, that's a good point. That's actually the worst part.
This is very.
Will this be another beam?
If this is
There's no reason for it to be. Blast burn KO's here, but let's see if we get another beam.
Oh, come on.
Blast burn. All right. Well, that'll still KO, and then we're gonna see the Typhlosion come back out. It'll just KO really quickly, and this will be GG's. Blastoise. Why did Blastoise come into? Yeah, Blastoise would have been fine against Lapras. If she had come up with Blastoise, she would have won there. Rip. All right.
Oh,
well, that is a quick 3 and out, and Cochina Mama is going to be king of the hill.
Let's go.
So, okay, first I want to say congratulations to Silva on a really strong run. She put up a really amazing fight to get to this point. So well played by Silva. Excellent job.
Did a great job.
But also, congratulations to Cochina Mom. What she lacked in beams, she made up for in wins.
That's my trophy at Wipe. What's up?
And Cochina Mom is queen of the hill.
She looks good on top.
In our 4th annual Queen of the Hill, Cochina Mom is going to be the victor, and we're now going to get them all into the chat, and we're going to talk to them all about their runs and how it all went out. So,
yeah.
I was gonna go there and tell her GG.
Let's get some hype in the chat for Cochina Mom and for Silva and for Mr. Sparkles, the 3 people who got points today. Let's get as many people as we can in the chat.
You might need to go in the other room so that we're not echoing. Possibly.
Yeah.
But we have to stay smart, King. Be real. What are you talking about? Are you trying to get us killed out here? Sorry, King told us to stand next
Catch
to
the
each other,
virus.
and I had to remind him.
He's supposed to catch the virus.
I think what King's saying is that he's seen enough of you, Casey, and wants Heather
you
to
hear
take your
me?
screen.
Excuse me?
I think King's seen enough of you and wants Heather to take your screen.
Okay.
Can you close? Listen, Casey, close my Discord on there so my headset switches to this one.
Oh man.
Wait, close
And that
the
should work.
Discord. So just X out of Discord?
Just close everything. It doesn't need to be open, I don't think.
Okay.
Because I'm on the call on this one.
All right. Right, of course.
That should work.
You guys hear me?
Okay.
Hear me?
Can I don't think so. Can we hear?
No, we can't hear either.
Where's the power button on this baby?
On the right. Because if I can look at it, it's gonna start like
Right.
that noise.
I know what you mean. Got you.
I think. Power on. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more time.
You're just stealing the fucking dog. That's Mystic. We got Mystic Sparkle.
Hey,
What's
Hey,
up?
what up?
Good games.
thank you.
Congratulations on that run at the end there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I don't. You're not up. It's the Google Hangouts call.
Man, I am getting attacked in the chat right now.
Nice.
Anadactyl, come on. What are you doing here?
Who's attacking?
Anecdotal mostly.
Nice.
And Anadactyl is mostly doing it.
All right, Sarah's in it. You're starting to like embarrass yourself.
Yeah,
Not
so
me.
basically we're again just waiting for Heather to show up. Or something. All right, Mystic Sparkle, Sarah, what were your thoughts of the whole tournament? How do you think it went? How do you what do you think you liked about it? Any reactions?
The panic swap and the shiftry was not a great idea.
Oh man, we thought that was a good strategy actually. We thought that was the play you were running.
I had fun. I enjoyed it. It was really fun.
Awesome, good job.
Thanks.
Sarah, what do you think? Is Sarah there? Sarah, Rebecca, either one of you, what are your thoughts?
Oh, is this working?
Hello?
Oh, I don't
Echo, whoever is joining up, mute yourself on the Discord, or just get out of the Discord, so we can only hear you on the Hangouts. Everyone leave the Discord, just show up on the Hangouts, and then it won't be any more echoing. So anyone in the chat who can talk right now, or who can hear me, what were your takeaways in the tournament? What did you like about it? Was there anything that stood out to you throughout the tournament? What are your thoughts?
I really like the changeability, like not using the same one twice.
Yeah.
If you're on a streak, it makes you really think and really, react to what the opponent can actually run with.
I agree, and it injects a little bit more strategy. I was talking to Arrow about it yesterday. Like if you notice you're battling a King of the Hill who has already used Altaria and Skarmory, you can use more of your grass Pokemon because their flyers are out of the game. So
Yeah,
it definitely injects a certain level of strategy if you're thinking about it on that level. And it gives someone who's been King for 4 or 5 games, they're really limited, and you can use that to pick your team and give yourself a real advantage. It's definitely a nice flavor to add to what otherwise would just be a regular battle,
Oh, exactly.
No.
Anyone else have any thoughts?
I'm not Google Hangouts. I'm on Discord.
I kept telling you, Google Hangouts.
Can't do that on my phone.
All right, then come up here and talk with me. Dude, you won. You can't do this.
Heather, just go on Casey's camera and just talk. We need to get the queen on camera. Come on.
She's not coming on camera, baby. She'll talk, but she's.
I'm trolling Heather in the chat for what it's worth.
All right, we'll settle down. I'm not telling them.
Just have to give me a minute.
She's figuring some stuff out.
All right.
Yeah, why wouldn't she?
Heather beat Battlers, but she's currently losing to technology.
We're all on the Google Hangouts.
-4 points for not getting on the stream. Yeah, anyone who can talk, anyone who can hear me, just give us your.
Did any of you guys use a Pokemon who totally did not need to? It's a robot.
So we're currently hearing a dragon talking.
It's Rebecca.
That's me. I'm just trying to figure out how to mute my Discord notifications, so I'm temporarily muted.
He is going to need more ears at the end of this stream.
Okay, I'm going to end this call because we're clearly struggling with this. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the competitors. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Toshi, Casey, for everything. And hopefully everyone enjoyed. And congratulations to Coachino Mom for winning. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Great games, everybody.
Thanks.
All right, bye.